my grandmother, who I call Nanny, and my mom. Whenever I screw something up in the kitchen, like dropping something or spilling or scorching something, I immediately invoke Gordon. Abby, you fucking donkey. But then I hear my nanny's voice. Abby, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap. And I get that faint taste of the Dove bar. That one time she loaded the toothbrush and actually did it. Like, did she think Dove had some magic power that it would actually wash the profanity from my tongue? Sorry, Nanny, it didn't fucking work. But see, my mom had the biggest influence on me. She taught me that if you can read and follow directions, you can cook. So I left for college thinking, I've got this. I had all the confidence in the world. And I got there, and I realized I don't fucking got this. So I go to the grocery store. I have no list, no plan, and no budget. So I'm just wandering around, just bouncing off the aisles until I hit a corner like some screensaver from the 90s. and it's like a negotiation between my stomach and my wallet. My stomach's like, I want everything on aisle 4. And my wallet's like, you can have one bag of cream-filled chocolate sandwich cookies, store brand. And my stomach's like, fuck you and your off-brand Oreos. My wallet's like, stop shopping like you're a divorced dad with weekend custody. So I settled on pasta. That way I can have some of the finest chef ingredients. You know, Chef Boyardee. But really, those early meal plans were just me eating everything my mom would never let me have.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So I started experimenting. I started having threesomes with Ben and Jerry. And then escalated to orgies with Little Debbie. But I wasn't dumb. I knew I had to have some real food. So I bought a jar of peanut butter and a spoon. But at first I thought I was just a lazy cook. And then I realized, no, I wasn't lazy. I'm a performer. And my kitchen was just an improv zone. And it was a place where everything was made up and the burnt edges didn't matter. So every time I made biscuits, it was just a one-woman show called Smoke Alarm the Musical. So the problem is recipes just really eat at my soul. It's like they ask you to use 8 ounces of pasta, but the box has 16 ounces in it. Like, am I supposed to measure this? Or am I going to cook the whole box like somebody who believes in herself? Like, because I know me. If I cook 8 ounces, the rest of the box is going to sit in the pantry judging me. Like my treadmill that's been sitting in my garage since Christmas 2 years ago. So, no. Future me is demanding that I cook the whole box. Because future me is not cooking. Future me is going to forage like a raccoon with anxiety. So, if I'm going to cook the whole box, that means I've got to double the recipe. So now I've got a math cook. So that calls for a ½ pound of ground beef. That's a pound, that's easy. But it wants a algebra with spices. 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, so that's 6. But do we measure garlic in cloves? No. I measure garlic with my heart. So that means today that would be 8. But here's the twist. I was a math teacher for 19 years. For almost 2 decades, I taught teenagers to follow the fucking formula. And here I am in my kitchen thinking, yeah, the formula feels restrictive. So let's just freestyle this multivariable function. Turns out, I don't have a food problem. I have a word problem.